Hi students, welcome back to online classes. So in the previous class, we have completed that exercise of 5.1. The fourth question is over. So see the next question, question number 5. So what is the question is the function f defined by f of x is equal to x if x less than or equal to 1, x less than or equal to 1. And also f of x is 5 if x value is greater than 1. If x value is less than or equal to 1, then f of x value is x. And f of x value is 5 if x value is greater than 1. So then what is the question is the function is continuous at x is equal to 0 or not, and x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. For these 3 points they are asking, you have to check that the given function is continuous or not. So if you want to check that any function is continuous at some particular point, compulsory the function is defined or not, we have to check that. So first, what is that? At x is equal to 0, at x is equal to 0, first case I will check that for x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, clearly f of x is defined. Clearly f of x is defined. Clearly f of x is defined for x is equal to 0. Clearly f of x is defined for x is equal to 0. Why? Because for all x less than or equal to 1, f of x value is x only. So f of x is defined for x is equal to 0. Then what is the f of 0? F of 0 is equal to 0. Why? Because f of x is equal to x for all x less than or equal to 1. So 0 is less than or equal to 1. So that's why f of x value will become x. F of 0 value will become 0 only. Then what I will check that limit extending to 0, limit extending to 0, f of x is equal to limit extending to 0, f of x. What happens? Limit extending to 0, limit extending to 0 meaning is 0 is less than 1, f of x value will become x only. So automatically if you can apply the limit, this value will become 0. Therefore what we can declare that, therefore limit extending to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0. So therefore f of x is a continuous. F of x is a continuous at x is equal to 0. All are understood, students? At x is equal to 0, the function is defined. F of 0 value will become 0 only. So limit extending to 0, f of x is equal to limit extending to 0. F of extending to 0 meaning is that value, x value is less than 1. So then f of x value will become 0 only. That is the x. If we can apply the limit, it will become 0. Limit extending to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0 is nothing but f of x is a continuous at x is equal to 0. All are understood that? So see that what is the second case? At x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1. Second case, we have to prove that yet x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1. So for this one, what I will take that? Clearly here also, clearly f of x is defined. F of x is defined for x is equal to 1. Clearly f of x is defined for x is equal to 1. So here in the question they are already given that x less than or equal to 1 and x greater than or equal to 1. F of x is given like this one, x less than and x greater than. So in this case we have to calculate the left hand limit as well as the right hand limit. Or understand that? So for x is equal to 0, there is no need to check x less than or equal to x extending to 0 minus and extending to 0 plus. But here in the function they are defined for x less than 1 and x greater than 1. In that case, we have to calculate extending to 1 plus and 1 minus both. So see this case, limit extending to, first I will take that at x is equal to 1. For x is equal to 1, what is the f of 1? F of 1 is equal to, for x greater than or equal to 1, f of x is equal to x only. So automatically this value will become x, that is a 1 only. So then what we will take that limit extending to 1 minus f of x, limit extending to 1 minus f of x is equal to limit extending to 1 minus meaning is, what is the 1 minus meaning is? X less than 1. If x value is less than 1, if x value is less than 1, see this one, f of x value, it will become x only. If x less than 1, f of x value will become x. So that meaning is this function f of x, it will become x only. So if you can apply that 1 here, it will become 1. So similarly, what we will take that limit extending to 1 plus f of x, limit extending to 1 plus f of x is equal to limit extending to 1 plus f of x. In that case, what happens? Limit extending to 1 plus. I am already told that what is the function is, if x value is greater than 1. See the second case. If x greater than 1, f of x value is 5. If x greater than 1, f of x value is 5. So automatically what happens, students, here? Extending to 1 plus meaning is x value is greater than 1, tending to x greater than 1. So automatically f of x value, it will become 5 only. So if you can apply the limit, it will become 5. So what I am observed here, therefore limit extending to 1 minus f of x value, limit extending to 1 minus f of x value is not equal to limit extending to 1 plus f of x. So the left hand limit and the right hand limit both are not equal. Then automatically what we can say that therefore f is not continuous. F is not continuous. F is not continuous at x is equal to 1. F is not continuous at x is equal to 1. So why? Because we are calculated the left hand limit and the right hand limit. So why? Because they are defined the function less than 1 and greater than 1. So that's why we are calculated the left hand limit and the right hand limit. So see that one. The third case. What is the third case, students? So the third case is nothing but we have to calculate that for x is equal to 2. So at x is equal to 2. So in this case, how can you prove this one? Similarly, for case 1, same like that. So clearly, first what we have to take that clearly f of x is defined. F of x is defined. F of x is defined for x is equal to 2. For x is equal to 2, then automatically what is the f of 2 value is, f of 2 value meaning is nothing but 2. 2 is greater than 1. So that meaning is f of x value will become 5 only. So f of 2 value, it will become 5. So similarly, limit extending to 2, limit extending to 2, f of x is equal to limit extending to 2 f of x, meaning is nothing but a limit extending to 2. 2 is greater than 1. F of x value will become 5 only. So automatically this value, it will become 5. So therefore what we can declare that, students? Similarly, limit extending to 2, f of x value, it will become f of 2. So therefore f of x is a continuous. F of x is a continuous at x is equal to 2. So see that question, students? So f of x, they are asking that, they are given the function, they are asking that we have to check the continuity of this function at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 both are in the same manner, but x is equal to 1 is a very important. So for that one, see that case, second case once again, the function f of x. So see the second case once again. So what is that? So see this one, at x is equal to 1, clearly f of x is defined for x is equal to 1. Automatically f of 1 value will become the 1 only, limit extending to 1 minus and 1 plus. That is nothing but a left hand limit we have to calculate. And similarly, we have to calculate the right hand limit also. In the both the cases are not equal, so that is not a coincide. So limit extending to 1 minus f of x is not equal to limit extending to 1 plus f of x. Then we can declare that f is not a continuous at x is equal to 1. Okay. So see that question, students, and practice that question. See the next question, question number 6. So what is the question number 6 is? So here in the previous question they are asking find the continuity of some particular points. So here what they are questioning, they are asking to you find all points of discontinuity, find all the points of discontinuity of f. So that meaning is nothing but first we have to calculate that what is the domain of the given function first. In that domain, how many points are there? The function is not continuous. That is, we have to calculate that. Are understand, students? So what is the discontinuity of the function? They are asking, we have to discuss the discontinuity of the function. Meaning is nothing but first we have to identify the domain of the given function. That meaning is nothing but where the function is defined. So in the domain, what is the points of discontinuous? So there are number of points are there. What is the points are they asking? Are you understanding that? So this type of questions, how to solve this type of questions? So see that question, students, how to solve this one exam. First, we have to identify that what is the given function. Given function f of x is equal to 2x plus 3 if x less than or equal to 2, 2x minus 3 if x greater than 2. So first we have to take this function given. So the given function we have to take a given f of x is equal to 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3 if x less than or equal to 2 and 2x minus 3 if x greater than 2. So clearly what is the function is? The function is defined for all x less than or equal to 2. Or understand that f of x is defined for all x less than or equal to 2. And also the function is defined for all x greater than 2. So that meaning is the given function is defined for all real numbers. So first we have to identify that clearly f of x is defined. Clearly f of x is defined for all real numbers. For all real numbers. For all real numbers. So after then, what I will take that let C be any real number. Let C be any real number. Let C be any real number. So what I'm told that if C is any real number, so in this case, what we will get that? So three cases will be arises. What is that then? So what is that cases are? The function is defined like this. C less than 2, C greater than 2 and C is equal to 2. That meaning is x less than or equal to 2 and x greater than 2. Meaning is here we will get a three cases. Then C is less than 2 or C greater than 2 or C is equal to 2. So if you are taken that f of f is defined for all real numbers, then if you can take C is any real number, then you will get a three cases. What is the three cases are? C less than 2, C greater than 2 or C is equal to 2. So in these three cases, we have to check the continuity of this function is. First case, what is that one is? The first case, I will take that if C is less than 2, if C is less than 2, what happens? If C is less than 2, then what happens? F of C is equal to, what happens to F of C? If x less than 2, if x less than 2, if x less than 2, f of x value will become 2x plus 3. So C less than 2, in that case, f of C, it will become 2 into C plus 3, 2 into C plus 3. So similarly, I will take that limit extending to limit extending to c, f of x is equal to limit extending to c, f of x is equal to, so limit extending to c, limit extending to c, but c less than 2, c less than 2, for c less than 2, f of x value will become 2x plus 3, f of x value will become 2x plus 3. Just replace that c value here. What we will get, that is nothing but the 2 into c plus 3. So therefore what we can declare, the students, therefore limit extending to c, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to f of c, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to f of c. Then what we can declare, that therefore f of x is a continuous, f of x is a continuous, f of x is a continuous, f of x is continuous for all x, for all x, such that x less than 2. Are understanding that f of x is continuous for all x such that x less than 2, because already that is nothing but here we can return that f of x is continuous, that implies we can return one word here, f of x is a continuous, f of x is a continuous at c less than 2. So f of x is continuous at c less than 2. So that meaning is f of x is continuous for all x such that x less than 2. So see the second case. What is the second case, students? So see the second part. What is that one is? So second case, I will take that for c is greater than 2. For c, for c greater than 2, for c greater than 2, so what happens? So see the question, students. So for c greater than 2, that meaning is x greater than 2, so f of x value will become 2x minus 3. If c is greater than 2, if c is greater than 2, automatically f of c will become 2c minus 3. So here for c greater than 2, f of c is equal to, f of c is equal to 2c minus 3, 2c minus 3. And also here limit extending to c, f of x is equal to, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to, limit extending to c, f of x value will become that 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3. So that is nothing but 2c minus 3, 2c minus 3. Therefore what we can declare, that limit extending to c, f of x value, it will become f of c only. So similarly what we can say, that implies f of x is a continuous, f of x is a continuous, f of x is a continuous at c greater than 2. That meaning is therefore f of x, therefore f of x is a continuous, f of x is a continuous for all x, for all x such that x value greater than 2, x value is greater than 2. Are understand, students? So for c greater than 2 and c less than 2, in the both the cases we are proved. So the third case, what is the third case, students? We have to prove for c is equal to 2. For c is equal to 2. So for c is equal to 2, what we can take that? So see the third case, that is the important one. So see the third case is, third case. For c is equal to 2, for c is equal to 2, what happens? For c is equal to 2, so what happens? f of f of c is equal to f of c is equal to. So for c is equal to 2, I am already told that if c is equal to 2, f of c value will become 2c plus 3. Why? Because c is equal to 2. So automatically f of c will become 2x plus 3. That meaning is 2c plus 3. So here f of xc value, it will become that 2c plus 3. 2c plus 3. So next I will take that limit extending to c minus f of x, limit extending to c minus f of x. Otherwise we can take directly also limit extending to 2 minus by your choice. Okay, so that meaning is limit extending to c minus f of x, meaning is limit extending to 2 minus. If extending to 2 minus, meaning is nothing but x value is less than 2. So in that case, if x value is less than 2, f of x value will become 2x plus 3. F of x value will become 2x plus 3. So automatically what happens, students? It will become that, so f of x value, it will become that 2x plus 3. So replace this value here. So it will become that 2 into 2 plus 3. So automatically it will become that 2 into 2. So it will become that 4. 2 into 2, it will become that 4 plus 3. So it will become that 7. So in the previous step also we have to see that one f of c. What is the f of c? 2c plus 3. What is that c? C value is 2 here also. So that is nothing but it will become that 2 into 2 plus 3. So it will become that 4 plus 3. So it will become that 7 only. So see the next one is limit extending to c plus f of x, limit extending to c plus f of x. So that meaning is a right hand limit. So in that case, what we will get, that a limit extending to 2 plus f of x. What is the f of x, students, for x greater than 2? So see that one. So what is the question is, for x greater than 2, f of x value will become 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3. So that's why here it will become that f of x value, it will become that 2x minus 3. So it will become that 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3. Apply the limit here. So 2 into 2 minus 3. So it will become that 4 minus 3. So that is equal to 1. So therefore, what we can declare, students, limit extending to c minus f of x, left hand limit, and right hand limit. So limit extending to c plus f of x, limit extending to c plus f of x. Both are not equal. Therefore, f of x is not continuous. F of x is not continuous. At x is equal to 2. So what I am told that one. So f of x is a continuous. F of x is, in the first case, f of x is continuous for all x such that x less than 2. For all x less than 2, the function is continuous. What is the second case? F of x is continuous for all x such that x greater than 2. So what is the third case? F of x is not continuous at x is equal to 2. So only one point is there. So that point is nothing but at x is equal to 2 is the only the point of discontinuity. So therefore, what we can declare that, students? Therefore, x is equal to 2 is the only point of discontinuity. Point of discontinuity. Point of discontinuity of f of x. Or understand, students? So the function is continuous except 2 in the domain of f of x. X is equal to 2 is the only point of discontinuity of f of x. That meaning is the function is continuous everywhere except 2. Or understand that? So see that question, students, and practice this question. See the next question, question number 7. So f of x is equal to mod x plus 3 if x less than or equal to minus 3, minus 2x if minus 3 less than x less than 3, 6x plus 2 if x value is greater than or equal to 3. So see that question, students. In the previous question we are taking the 3 cases, but here we will get the number of cases. So how many cases will be exist here? So see this one. So the given function, first I will take that. What is the given function is given. What is the function? F of x is equal to f of x is given like this. What is that one is? First one is minus x plus 3 minus x plus 3 if x value is less than or equal to minus 3. Why? Because already we know that if x value is less than or equal to 0, if x value is less than 0, then mod x value will become minus x. So x value is less than or equal to minus 3, meaning is nothing but x value is less than 0. So automatically mod x value will become minus x. The next one is minus 2x, minus 2x if minus 3 is less than x less than 3, and also 6x plus 2, 6x plus 2 when if x value is greater than or equal to 3, x value is greater than or equal to 3. So this is the given function. So what I will tell that clearly the function is defined for all real numbers. So first we have to return that word clearly f is defined for all real numbers, for all real numbers. So what I will take that one first. Let C be any real number. 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 Then how many cases will be exist here? This is important, students. See this one. So then what is the cases are? First one is C less than minus 3 is the first case. See that one in the first is the first case. C less than minus 3 is the first case. Or next one is C is equal to minus 3 is the second case. C less than minus 3 is the first case and C is equal to minus 3 is the second case. Or next case is minus 3 is less than C less than 3 is the third case. Or understand that? Or next one is C value is C is equal to 3 is the next case. Or next case is C greater than 3. C greater than 3. So see that one. How many cases are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in this question, we will get 5 cases will be exist. So by according to the given question, we have to take all these cases. What is the function is defined? The function is defined like this only. What is that one is? The function is defined. How many cases are there? C less than minus 3. See this question. C less than minus 3 is the first case. Next one is C is equal to minus 3 is the second case. Next one is minus 3 less than C less than 3 is the third case. And C is equal to 3 is the fourth case. And C is greater than 3 is the fifth case. So in these 5 cases, we have to prove that the given function is continuous or not. We have to check that. So for that one, what I will take that? First, I will go for case 1. What is the first case is? For c less than minus 3, for c less than minus 3. So what happens, students? F of c is equal to first case, c less than minus 3, f of c is equal to what happens, students? Minus c plus 3. F of c is equal to minus c plus 3. And also what we have to check, that limit extending to c, f of x is equal to, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to, limit extending to c, f of x, for c less than minus 3, for c less than minus 3, f of x value is minus x plus 3. So if we can apply the limit, what happens? So if we can apply the limit extending to c, if you can apply that limit here, if you can apply that, if you can remove the limit, so if you can apply that, it will become that minus c plus 3. So therefore what we can declare, that students, f of limit extending to c, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to f of c. So therefore f of x is continuous. F of x is continuous for all x, such that x value less than minus 3. So f of x is a continuous for x less than minus 3. That is the meaning is. I understand that f of x is continuous for all x such that x less than minus 3. That is the case 1. So what is the second case, students? Second case is nothing but c is equal to minus 3. C is equal to minus 3. So see that case. Second case, we can take that for c is equal to minus 3. For c is equal to minus 3, what happens? For c is equal to minus 3, f of x is equal to f of c is equal to, what is the f of c, students? For c is equal to, equality is here, for c is less than or equal to minus 3. So f of x value will become minus x plus 3. So what happens? For c is equal to minus 3, it will become that minus c plus 3, minus c plus 3. But c value is minus 3. C value is minus 3. Replace that value here. Minus of minus 3 plus 3. So that is equal to minus of minus. Minus of minus. It will become 3 plus 3. It will become that 6 only. So next, what we have to calculate, a limit extending to minus 3 minus, that is the left hand limit, f of x is equal to, so what is that one? Is the limit extending to minus 3 minus, so in that case x value is less than minus 3, that meaning is f of x value will become minus x plus 3, minus x plus 3, so it will become that minus x plus 3. So that meaning is, replace that limit here, students, minus of x value is a minus 3 plus 3. So that is a minus of minus, it will become plus 3 plus 3, it will become that 6 only. So therefore, what next? It is the left hand limit. Next, we have to calculate the right hand limit also. Limit extending to minus 3 plus f of x. That is the right hand limit. So what happens? Limit extending to minus 3 plus, that meaning is x greater than minus 3. Where is that x greater than minus 3? X greater than minus 3 case is here. Or understand that x greater than 3 case is here. In that case, f of x value will become minus 2x, minus 2x. So take that case here. What we will take that? Minus 2x, minus 2x. Apply the limit. What happens? Minus 2 into x value is minus 3. Minus 2 into minus 3, it will become that 6 only. So therefore, what we can conclude, that limit extending to here, actually we can return that in the place of -3, in the place of -3, we can take a C minus and here also C plus. Or understand that? So C plus and C minus. C is nothing but the 3 only. In the next step, we can replace that value. Okay. So in the place of 3, just replace that C. So what we can return that a limit extending to C minus f of x is equal to limit extending to C plus f of x is equal to f of c. 3 are coincide. F of c value and the left hand limit and the right hand limit all are equal. Then we can say that therefore the given function, therefore f of x is continuous. F of x is continuous at x is equal to 3, x is equal to -3, at x is equal to -3. All are understand, students? So that is the case 2. What is the case 3? See that case 3 is so case 3 is nothing but -3 less than c less than 3. -3 less than c less than 3. So in this case, what I will take that one is case 3. Case 3. So what is that one is for -3 less than c less than 3. So what is the f of c value? F of c value for -3 less than x less than 3, f of x value will become -2x. Automatically it will become -2c. And limit extending to c f of x value. So that is limit extending to c, limit extending to c, f of x value will become -2x, -2x. Why? Because c value lies in between, -3 and c less than, -3 less than c less than 3. So that's why this value will become -2x. So automatically what happens, students, if we can apply the limit, it will become that -2c. So f of c value and limit extending to c f of x both are coincide. What we can return that? Therefore, limit extending to c f of x is equal to f of c. So therefore, what we can declare that? Therefore, f of x is continuous. F of x is a continuous for all x such that -3 less than x less than 3. So f of x is continuous for -3 less than x less than 3. All are understood, students? So that is the case 3. So case 3 and case 1 and case 2 all are equal. That is easy methods. So see the next one is so what is the fourth case? The fourth case is nothing but see here. The fourth one is c is equal to 3 case. For c is equal to 3. So here for 3 you have to calculate that the left hand limit and the right hand limit both. So for that one, what I will take that one is case 3 is over. I will take that case 4. So case 4 is here. For x is equal to, for c is equal to 3. For c is equal to 3. For c is equal to 3. So what happens? For c is equal to 3. So for c is equal to 3, f of c is equal to f of c. So see that question, students. So what is that f of c? If c is equal to 3, if c is equal to 3, f of x value will become 6x plus 2. If x is equal to 3, f of c value will become 6x plus 2. So automatically f of c value will become 6c plus 2. So f of c, it will become that 6c plus 2. Next, what I will take that one? Left hand limit. First, I will take the left hand limit. Limit extending to 3 minus f of x, limit extending to 3 minus f of x is nothing but limit extending to that is the 3 minus meaning is nothing but here I will take that as c actually. So that is the c minus meaning is c is equal to 3 actually. So that is a limit extending to 3 minus. So for x less than 3, c case here. So for x less than 3, f of x value will become minus 2x. So that's why here f of x value will become minus 2x. So that is equal to, apply the limit here students, minus 2 into x value is a 3. So it will become that minus 6. So in this one also we can take that 6c plus 2. So 6 into what is the c value? C value is nothing but the 3 actually. So that is a plus 2. It will become that 18 plus 2. It will become that 20. I understand that. So similarly, we can calculate that right hand limit also. Limit extending to c plus f of x. Limit extending to c plus f of x. What happens? So limit extending to c plus. C plus meaning is I am already told that c plus. C value is nothing but the 3 only. So 3 plus f of x. So see that one, x greater than 3. For x greater than 3, what happens? If x greater than 3, f of x value will become 6x plus 2. 6x plus 2. So automatically what we can take that? So it will become that 6x plus 2. So apply the limit here. So 6 into 3 plus 2. So automatically it will become that 18 plus 2. So it will become that 20. It will become 20. So here what I am observed that the right hand limit and the left hand limit both are not coincide. So that meaning is the function is not continuous at x is equal to 3. So that is we have to return that here. Therefore, limit extending to c minus f of x is not equal to limit extending to c plus f of x. Both are not coincide. Therefore, what we can say that therefore f of x is not continuous. F of x is not continuous at x is equal to 3. At x is equal to 3. So that is the case number 4. Or understand students? So see that one. So for x is equal to 3, what I am taken that for x is equal to 3, f of c value is 20. And the left hand limit is minus 6. And the right hand limit is 20. So limit extending to c minus f of x is not equal to limit extending to c plus f of x. So that meaning is f of x is not a continuous at x is equal to 3. So at the end, one more case is there. Last case. What is that case? Is fifth case. C is greater than 3. For C is greater than 3. So C is greater than 3. In that case, f of x value is 6x plus 2. 6x plus 2. So what happens? I will take that the case number 5. So what is the case number 5 is? So take the case 5. So what happens? So for c greater than 3, for c greater than 3, so what I will calculate that f of c is equal to, for c greater than 3, f of c is equal to 6c plus 2, 6c plus 2. And also we can calculate that limit extending to c, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to limit extending to c, f of x is equal to limit extending to c, f of x. F of x value is nothing but 6x plus 2, 6x plus 2. So that meaning is 6c plus 2. So therefore, what we can declare that? Therefore, limit extending to c, f of x is equal to f of c. So therefore, what we can declare the students? Therefore, f of x is a continuous. F of x is a continuous for all x, such that x value is greater than 3. X value is greater than 3. So observe that cases here, students. The first case, what is the first case? I am proved that f of x is continuous for all x less than minus 3. And f of x is the second case. What is the second case? F of x is continuous at x is equal to 3. What is the third case? Third case is here. So f of x is continuous for all x such that minus 3 less than x less than 3. So what is the fourth case? Fourth case is f of x is not continuous. F of x, fourth case, see that fourth case, f of x is not continuous at x is equal to 3. The fifth case, f of x is continuous for all x such that x greater than 3. So from 1, 2, 3 and 4, therefore what we can declare that? Therefore x is equal to, where is that? It is not a continuous. At x is equal to 3, it is not a continuous. So what we can take that? Therefore x is equal to 3 is only the point of discontinuity, is the only the point of discontinuity. Continuity of f. So x is equal to 3. Except this point, the function is continuous. Except at x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 is the only the point of discontinuity of f. So see that question, students. So 5 cases arises. So some problems we can also written like that. So 5 cases will be exist from the given problem only we are taken. Okay. So see that question and practice that question. Okay. So see the question number 8. So see this question, students. So the given function, what is the function they are given? So f of x is equal to mod x by x if x not equal to 0, and it is 0 if x is equal to 0. So already we know that what is the function is that this is the given function. Already we know that one condition. So what is that one is? We know that. What is that? Mod x value. What is the meaning of the mod x? Mod x is equal to x if x value is greater than or equal to 0. Yes or no? And this value will become minus x. This value will become minus x if x value is less than 0. If x value is less than 0. So automatically the given function will be changes like this. What is that one? Is the given f of x is equal to. So see this question, students. What is that carefully? So the first one I will take that for x less than 0. For x less than 0. So what happens? So f of x value is mod x by x. Mod x by x. Not equal to 0 meaning is nothing but it may be less than 0 or greater than 0, but not a 0. That meaning is, or understand, sir? That's why I am taking the 2 cases. What is that one is? First case I am taking that if x less than 0, what happens? Mod x value will become minus x by x. So it will become that x will be cancelled. It will become minus 1 when if x value is less than 0. Next one is and also this value is 0 if, what is that? If x is equal to 0, they are already defined in the given question. What is that? If x is equal to 0, automatically this value will become 0. Third case is mod x by x is equal to. Next case I will take that x greater than 0. If x greater than 0, mod x value will become x only by x. So x will be cancelled, it will become 1. So that meaning is here, if x value is greater than 0. So that meaning is the given function I am defined like this. So f of x value will become -1 if x less than 0. F of x value will become 0 if x is equal to 0. And f of x value will become 1 if x value greater than 0. So first we have to simplify the given function like this. So the remaining problem is the same. So what I will take that one clearly. First we have to take that clearly. Clearly the function f of x is defined for all real numbers, defined for all real numbers. So in this case, once again I will take that, let c be any real number, let c be any real number, let c be any real number. Then what happens, students, if c is any real number, then three cases will be arises. What is that cases are? According to the given question, c less than 0, or c is equal to 0, or c greater than 0. So three cases will be arises to the given problem, according to the given problem. Why? Because we are defined x less than 0, x is equal to 0, and x less than 0. Three cases are there. So that's why here also you will get that c less than 0, c is equal to 0, or c is greater than 0. So in this case, we have to calculate that the given function where the function is discontinuous. So that is the condition they are asking. So the first case I will take. So what is the first case, students? First case, if for c less than 0, so what happens? F of c is equal to if x value is less than 0, f of x value will become -1. F of x value will become -1. So automatically f of c value will become -1 only. So similarly, we will take that limit extending to c f of x. So it is also same, limit extending to c f of x value. F of x value is -1. Why? Because c value is less than 0. So if you can apply the limit, it will remain the same, that is the -1. So therefore, what we can declare that, therefore, limit extending to c, f of x value, it will become f of c only. So therefore, what we can written that f of x is continuous. F of x is continuous for all x, such that x value is less than 0. So for all x less than 0, the function is continuous. So the second case, what is the second case, students? What is the second case? For c is equal to 0. So what happens? So this is important case. So f of c is equal to see that one, the given function, they are all defined. If x is equal to 0, then f of x value will become 0. If c is 0, automatically x value is also 0. That meaning is f of c value will become 0 only. Next, I will take that left hand limit extending to c minus f of x, limit extending to c minus f of x. What is that? Limit extending to c minus f of x value. I am already told that one, if x less than 1, f of x value will become -1 only. So automatically it will become -1. Understand that c is nothing but the 0. If you can take that, if x value is the less than 0, f of x value will become -1. So it will become that -1. So next we can take that right hand limit. Limit extending to c plus f of x. Limit extending to c plus f of x. What happens, students? Limit extending to c plus meaning is nothing but the 0 plus. So in this case, f of x value is 1. That implies if you can apply the limit, this value will become the 1 only. So then what we can declare that therefore limit extending to c minus f of x is not equal to limit extending to c plus f of x. Both are not equal. Therefore what we can say that therefore f of x is not continuous. F of x is not continuous at x is equal to 0. So f of x is not continuous at x is equal to 0. So the third case, what is the third case, students? C is greater than 0. For c is greater than 0. So the third case we can take that. What is the third case is? We will take the third case here. So what is the third case, students? For c is greater than 0. For c greater than 0, what happens? For c greater than 0, f of c is equal to, I am already told that one, if x greater than 0, f of x value will become the 1 only. So automatically f of c value is also 1. So limit extending to c f of x is equal to limit extending to c f of x is equal to limit extending to c f of x value will become 1. So automatically this value is also 1. So therefore what we can return that limit extending to c f of x value, it will become f of c only. So therefore f of x is a continuous. F of x is a continuous f of x is a continuous for all x such that x value is greater than 0. So see that question, students, once again. What is that? For all x less than 0, the function is continuous. For all x greater than 0, the function is continuous. But what is that? From the second case, f of x is not continuous at x is equal to 0. So that meaning is only one point is, that is x is equal to 0 is the point of discontinuity. So at the end, therefore what we can declare that therefore x is equal to 0 is the only the point of discontinuity, only the point of discontinuity of f. So x is equal to 0 is the only the point of discontinuity of f. So see that case, students. So what is that? First we have to return that what is the original form of the given function. F of x is defined like this. So that's why I'm taking that condition. So we know that the condition, first we have to take this. So first we have to understand that f of x is equal to mod x by x if x not equal to 0 and x is equal to 0, it is 0. So first we have to take that what is the function. Already you know the formula. What is the mod x is? We know that mod x is equal to x if x greater than or equal to 0 minus x if x less than 0. Automatically what is the given function will become? It will get that three cases. What is that cases are? If x less than 0, f of x value will become -1. It is 0 when x is equal to 0. They are already defined in the given problem. If x greater than 0, this value will become 1. So clearly the function is defined for all real numbers Let C be any real number. Automatically, you will get a three cases. What is that one is? C less than 0 and C is equal to 0 or a C greater than 0. So first case I will take that as C is less than 0. First case I am taking that C is less than 0. So in this case the function is a continuous for all x such that x value is less than 0. The second case I am going to take that for C is equal to 0. So in this case it is important condition. You have to calculate that left hand limit and the right hand limit and also the function value all are coincide or not. So you have to check that one. F of C is equal to 0 but the right hand limit is -1, left hand limit, and the right hand limit is 1. So left hand limit and the right hand limit are not coincide. So automatically what we will get, students? F of x is not continuous at x is equal to 0. The third case we can take that f for C is greater than 0. For C is greater than 0, automatically limit extending to C, f of x is equal to f of x. So in this case, f of x is a continuous for all x such that x greater than 0. So from these three cases, what we can take that therefore x is equal to 0 is the only the point of discontinuity of f. Okay. So see that question, students, and practice these questions, and we will continue in the next class.